Morning, guys. How you all doing? Um, Hope everybody's doing okay. Um, just in the last 24 hours, there's been massive issues in our area, in the Cardiff and Wales area, to do with knife crime. Um, all sorts of issues linked to the knife crime, and I want to share something with you today. Okay, so firstly, please let me show you this video. I hope you can see it from there. Let me move this a little bit closer. Okay, so please watch. You have a man walking down the street, and a woman just come up and attack the child from the side. Okay, and then she come back. She tried to attack the other child, and he grab him. Are you crazy? He's probably saying. And then he looks at the injury. He run towards the woman, and she pull the knife again, and then walks at the look. You can see the knife, huge, yeah. Okay, so this is a big problem. Maybe just make it bigger for you. Sorry. Sorry. There you go. Okay, she comes up. She just comes from nowhere from the side. Bam, bam, slashed the child twice. And she looked back. She come again. He is stood there, frozen, not knowing what's going on. And then she see the injury. He go to it, to defend his family. There we are. Okay. Okay. So this is a massive problem. Okay. And I'm sorry. I'm massively sorry. I mean, if that was my child, Jesus, it doesn't bear thinking about. So please, just because it's in a different country doesn't mean it's not going to happen. You can see the knife crime going on in our area, right? The attackers and stuff. So two things to all the Cala Wales team, guys, all you that train and train self-defense with us in the system. We are going to be practicing this in class. I know, unfortunately, I have small children myself, but we're going to practice this in this class. Obviously, we won't use any children. We are going to be using sort of, something in place of that. Maybe one of us will be on our knees to, simulate the fact that we are with a smaller person. Okay, so this is something that we are going to do in class. But I'm here to tell you a few things, okay? And I'm not going to keep you long. When we practice in the class, we practice using rubber. I don't have the rubber knife here to hand, but we use also the steel. I mean, we have it, we unsharpen it, okay? But it's this is a solid knife that one of my friends made for me. So it's, if you sharpen it, it's a real knife, It has the weight, and this is what we use when we get to certain levels in the class. Obviously, we use the rubber. We also use the gun. Okay, so we use a replica. This is all replica, and this is meant for training purposes. Okay, so the reason we use the steel gun, because there's no giving it. With a rubber gun, there's rubber, and when I was out doing my level 2, I got injured to the face. Trying to disarm a weapon, and of course, because it's a real simulation. Of course, there's going to be injuries. So in reality, there's going to be injuries, guys. But last point before I go, because I have to run. Just to let you know, you see these? Obviously, the real ones are these. These, I'm sad to say, this is not the problem, guys. Okay? This is not the problem. This is not the problem. Okay? You see this woman? Had this woman not have had this knife, they would have probably been able to deal with the situation very, very differently. So this is not the problem, okay? The knife this person is carrying is not the problem. It's the motivo, okay? The mindset, okay? The mindset to what the person is going through at the time, whether it's mental illness, whether it's revenge, whether it's a person, and a lot of people say that it's to do with drugs and stuff like that. Well, I'm about to do an interview with somebody, and not in the next few days, When you see the interview, please tune in to watch the interview. When you see the interview and you hear the interview, and I've only heard selected things, and I don't want to hear really the full circle, the facts until, because, I'm preparing myself for real life shock, okay? And when you see it, you will understand that it's not just people in the street who have issues with each other because of gangs, because they're selling drugs. It doesn't come down to whether you're black or white. It doesn't come down to whether it's about racism, because this is not about racism. This, when somebody pulls this on you, is about racism. That is not about racism. Okay, so let's get something straight here. Okay, also, the knife is not the problem. Okay, knife's not the problem. Guys, the motive of the person who picks up the weapon, whatever it is, yeah, their motive is the issue. This is where we need to where we need to focus on, because any person without this is just a person. When they have this, they're a knife. They're an attacker. Serious problem's going to come, and that is resulted to knife crime. That's why we have the knife crime, not because of this, because of the person with the motive that picks this up. Okay, so this is where we need to start focusing our efforts. Okay, the mindset behind the people in our society. Guys, that's it for me today. Big love, big hug, big respect. Stay humble, guys. Speak soon. Kala system. No other way.